100% for if you're a manager, Mourinho, you've got to be like, this is what I have. How can I make it work? But at the same time, you can't ask a man to change his principles.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
Okay, they're trying to get him out of here. I said I was going to do a full-on breakdown as to the events that have happened with Mourinho-Pogba, because I wanted to do Mourinho and Pogba in a separate video, but I think that I wanted just to tackle these both right now. Press pause, get a meal. Get a meal, press pause, because we're going in. This is going to be a little bit of a deep dive, because I just think, this is the perfect way to explain it. So it's going to be nice, raw, hardly any bells and whistles for here. So just remember, link below, the new Talking Tactics episode. As I remember, we do this thing every single week. It drops every Wednesday. The new episode is in the link in the description box below. Link to the new Talking Tactics podcast. I do it every week with your boy, Danny T, and sometimes Carl. The link to that is below. Let's now get down to it. A lot of people are insulting Mourinho right now. He needs to evolve. He's nowhere near at the top anymore. But let's just look at the word evolve. Let's investigate the word evolve, because for me, I'm looking at this objectively. So, Mourinho I'm one of the biggest Mourinho fans. I think the thing that I love about Mourinho is that he's similar to me. We hate losing. We have a chip on our shoulders. We have a character that makes great people. And, we are very emotional, passionate people. So when I saw Mourinho, how he came through, I was like, my gosh, no, this is somebody I can connect with, because there are similarities that I have to him. Maybe I'm not as arrogant as him, but nobody can be a bit like that. So let's just look at this word evolve. I think I see this word being thrown around a lot. Evolve, 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 evolve. He needs to evolve. He's not really within the times. What does that mean? Are you saying that there is only one way to construct a football team? That's the thing. Is there only one way to construct a football team? This is football. And I know you guys who watch my videos, you guys are extremely smart, intelligent people that know about football. I know all of my subscribers who subscribe to here passionately, you are football nerds. You love this game in and out, and you know about tactics and formations. That's why you watch this stuff, because that's what we're about on this channel. You can attack. You can keep the ball. You can defend. You can consolidate. A winning philosophy is we will make sure that you don't score. We'll make sure that you have a mistake. And when we use the ball, we will use it economically. We will just attack with 3-4 guys and make sure that we just make the right pass at the right time and just execute at that given moment. That is a winning philosophy. A winning philosophy is also that we will just outscore you. We will press you. We will start with 4, 5, 6, 7 guys, and we will just totally and completely overwhelm you with our attack. That is a tactic as well. That's a winning tactic. Go ask Pep, go ask Klopp, or most especially Pep. Or with Pep, you need the ball to score. You're not touching the ball. When you touch the ball, you're only going to have it for about 2 or 3 passes before you have to go long, or we'll get it off you. We'll keep the ball, and eventually, just by the virtue of keeping the ball, we will score. We will score. But also, Mourinho's philosophy is a winning philosophy. We will defend you. We will see what are you good at. We'll make sure that we stop you at what you're good at. And we will make sure that we grab at the moment, because we will have that moment, because there are times when we'll have the ball. And I trust in my individuals to execute at that given moment. It's a philosophy. So to say Mourinho needs to evolve, that's the wrong way you're looking at it. The Mourinho United thing, I told you guys this thing from before, that it's not a right fit. The thing about it is that he hasn't gotten the players that he wants. Boom. Because Mourinho needs top defenders. Mourinho needs tough, physical midfielders. Mourinho needs a quality finisher. A quality finisher. Go ask your boy Drogba. Go ask your boy Cristiano. Go ask your boy Milito. These were all quality finishers. Because his game is that we take our chances. Because we're not going to have 6, 7, 8 opportunities. We have to take our chances to score. Lukaku ain't that guy. Did Mourinho choose Lukaku? Because again, I was just hearing from my boy Trey that apparently he didn't choose Lukaku. So my thing about this is that 100%. So when people, because again, this is not a thing of like I'm defending Mourinho and everything. I'm trying to get to the objective truth. 100% for if you're a manager, Mourinho, you've got to be like, this is what I have. How can I make it work? But at the same time, you can't ask a man to change his principles, his philosophy. It doesn't make sense. You can't ask Pep Guardiola to make a defensive team because he has no attacking players. And Pep is like, sorry, well, you just have to sack me. This is my philosophy. This is who I am as a man. I can't forego my principles. I just can't. You know, Klopp is not going to make a team that sits with men behind the ball and only attacks with 2 or 3 guys playing long ball. No, that's not his philosophy. That's not his ideology. Allegri's not going to attack with 8, 5, 6, 7 guys and just have 2 or 3 guys back. No, that's not his philosophy. His philosophy is not a high pressing game. No. So, and as I said again, when you look at this United team, Pogba, Martial, Lingard, Rashford, they are young. They still need to develop. And they're attack-minded. Attack-minded young players don't coincide with being tactically disciplined, defensive, and pragmatic. It doesn't work. These are players that won't express themselves. Because who you are as a person, your personality, coincides with how you play your full football. It does. When you look at how Pogba is a very flamboyant guy. That translates to what he does, and that is where we lead into Pogba. Play your best players in their best role. People say, oh, what is Pogba's best role? What is this? What is that? Pogba is a moments player. Is that a bad thing to be a moments player? Let's roll back. Pogba is a moments player. I know what you're thinking. If it's just a moments player and he's not really consistent, then I don't want him on my team, then he's not that good. I'm a manager. I want to win games. If it takes one golden moment to win a game 1-0, I want that dude. So if Pogba hardly does anything for 90 minutes but produces for a given moment an opportunity for me to win the game, I want him on my team. Then it's for me as a manager to say, okay, I have to fill this team within a guy who can, over 90 minutes, consolidate the midfield. Over 90 minutes can defend. But my gosh, I need Pogba in that team because Pogba can win me the game. Guys, it's about winning. You know, it's not just about playing well. It's about, like, when you're, like, in the junior teams or you're playing around, yeah, you want to play well. Even if you lose, no, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, as long as you play well. When you're being paid hundreds and hundreds of thousands, you're managing one of the biggest clubs in the world. It's about winning. It's about winning trophies. And you need a Pogba. So, and I look back. Maybe I'll try and re-release the video again. Look back. I find the video when he moved from Juventus and he moved to United. I saw what was happening. I was like, you're telling Pogba to be a central midfielder who controls and dictates the game. That's not how he thinks. Every football player thinks essentially, because whenever you see Pogba lose the ball or give the ball away, people are like, oh no, my gosh, Pogba is trash. If you're an attacker-minded player, it's about trying things. It's about being risky. I want my attacker to lose. I want my attacker to lose the ball. I want my attacking midfielder to lose the ball. I want my moments player who's trying to try things, who's trying to make me win the game to lose the ball. Because do you know why I want him to do that? He's trying things. He's trying things. He's taking risks. If you just keep the ball, you're passing sideways, you're playing the safe pass, I'm not winning the game. In a tight game, I need you to take risks. Because all that happens is that you fail, boom. I found the through ball, boom. I found that bit of space. Because that happens. Because again, for football is trial and error. Like, every time you attack, you lose the ball goes out, the ball goes over there, but you're trying things. That's the point from football. Football doesn't work where the ball will always go to the man 10 times out of 10. That's not how football works. Football is trial and error. Okay, what? It didn't go wide, center, long, short, long, boom. Long, short, boom, we're in. It's trial and error. So, with Pogba, it's not going to work because he doesn't have a central midfielder who can control the midfield, which will then free him up, because you need Pogba to be freed up. Pogba is, if I'm a manager, I want Pogba to be given a free role. Come into midfield if you have to. Defend if you have to, whenever you need help. Head out into the wing. Head out to the left wing. Go into the centre. Try and support the strike as well. Because he's so multi-talented. He can defend. He can make that nice critical pass. He can switch the play. He can score from 40 yards. He can do a crossfield pass onto someone's head that leads to a goal. That's dynamite. So, whenever you're seeing Pogba lose the ball, it's because that's his natural inclination isn't to keep the ball. Xavi's natural inclination was to keep the ball. I don't want Xavi in an attacking position. No way. When last did Xavi score a goal from 40 yards? I don't want Xavi in an attacking position, but I want him in central midfield because Xavi's first thought is keep the ball. Keep the ball. Keep the ball moving. Pogba's first inclination isn't to keep the ball. His first inclination is like, let me do a step over. Let me do like a few tricks and let me try and hit the ball. Let me try and do something a bit more adventurous. So when you know a player does that, like, boom, I can't have him as my in the heart of central midfield or deep in midfield. I have to have him in an advanced position or give him a free role where he's not consigned to the central midfield, because my central midfield, I need you to keep the ball. It's roles. We have roles in football. That's what they're there for. Very few people can do multiple roles. The role of my central midfielder is to keep the ball. Keep the ball. The role of my free-roaming box-to-box midfielder who is attack-minded is to try things. Help us win the game. Whether you lose the ball or something, help us win the flipping game. It is there for you to try and help us win the game in whatever way that you can. That's what I want from you. Because again, when you're building a team, everyone has different roles. Everybody has different roles. And you have to look at the characteristic of a player and say, boom, this guy fits this role well. Boom, this guy fits this role well. So back to Mourinho, I told you, it's just not going to work. It's a bad fit. But is it right to say Mourinho is done? Let him go and coach Swansea. Let him go and coach Scunthorpe. Is that right? Because what you're then saying is that there is no place for pragmatic defensive football. Where no, that doesn't make sense. That's what makes football interesting. I hated tiki-taka. I despise that extremely annoying philosophy of football. But I respect it because, boom, that's a philosophy. How do you break it down? And the beauty about football is we have different philosophies. I do not want a world where everyone plays the same. That's boring. One of the best games in an idealistic sense, one of the best football games in an idealistic sense to watch was Brazil versus Italy. That was just one of the most interesting games to watch because what you saw was the greatest attack against the greatest defense. The greatest philosophy in attack against the greatest philosophy in defense, and how, you know, the relentless force meets the immovable object. You know, someone correct me by what the real term is, and that's interesting. Which one will blink first? So, with Mourinho, it's just about finding the right team, because again, you'd think that for United, yeah, they'll give him the defenders, the right defenders, because again, I told you, people say, okay, he picked those players. From what I'm hearing, he didn't pick Pogba, he didn't pick Lukaku. Pogba was a marketing ploy, and he just didn't pick Lukaku. But again, Mourinho got to follow this. So you chose Lindelof. That's on you. Lindelof is crap. He crap, baby. He's crap. So, you know, and even if you don't get your targets, management is part of what's the best that I can do with what I have. And that is where Mourinho has failed, where it is what it is. This is what you have to deal with. Manage. Move things around and manage. And maybe by him, he's at fault in perhaps trying to enforce too much of his philosophy. Sometimes he's going to take a step back and be like, all right, I know this isn't my philosophy, but let's attack more. So on the training ground, you know, let's work on attacking drills. You know what? Attacking isn't my thing. Let me call one of these guys from Spain or Portugal who's much more of an attacking, offensive mind. Come and, you know, give us your thoughts here. I'm Portuguese. Let me give a call to Luis Figo, say what's up. let's Luis Figo work on Martial's game. Luis Figo, let me improve Martial as an attack-minded wing player. You know, I'm close friends with Drogba. Drogba, come on, I want you to work closely with Lukaku. I want you to work closely with Rashford to improve them as strikers to improve our attack. So that's maybe what he could do, possibly, you know. But I just think, guys just have to look at the truth, because what we see are people following a narrative. And when you follow a narrative, sometimes you don't look back and be like, okay, you know what, maybe that's not right. That's not right. So again, all that matters is the truth. All that matters is the truth. All right, peace. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half of Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.